January 6th of 2025, the Detroit Police Department was notified and summoned to a house on Whittingham in Detroit. They had been contacted by the landlord that owned that house. When he went to that house, the landlord contacted him when he went to that house to prepare it for a new tenant. Then he called the police because he found a shallow grave in the backyard of the home on Whittingham. Upon arrival, the police were shown that grave where a human foot was sticking out of the ground. The foot was believed to be belonged to a small child. After an extensive investigation by quite a few agencies, and the chief will talk about that in a minute, the buried body was discovered to be 9-year-old Zamar King III. That the mother of young Zamar was 41-year-old Brandy Pierce. It's alleged that she killed him, and that the cause of death found by the medical examiner was smothering and neck compression. So I want to just further go ahead and tell you what other facts about this case. It's alleged that she purchased a shovel. She bound him by tying his hands and feet together and dug a hole in the background of the house on Whittingham where she had been living for a short time. She then put him in this hole and covered him with dirt. Then after killing her son, she and her other son, who was 3 years old, moved to Georgia, Cobb County to be exact. It was determined that this in fact happened sometime in October of 2024. That Zamar's mother, Brandy Pierce, is currently in Cobb County, Georgia, and we will be requesting her to be extradited back to Michigan. We are charging Brandy Catrice Pierce today with 1 count of murder in the first degree premeditation, which carries a life without parole sentence, mandatory. Count 2 is homicide felony murder. Again, the mandatory penalty is life in prison without the possibility of parole. Our 3rd count is child abuse in the first degree, life or any term of years in prison. The first degree child abuse is the felony to make out the felony murder we are alleging. Count 4 is tampering with evidence, criminal case punishable by more than 10 years in prison.
Zamar King and burying the 9-year-old's remains at home here on Whittingham in Detroit. January 6th, a landlord saw a child's foot sticking out of the dirt, kind of on the side of the home here. Then the boy's remains were in a shallow grave discovered here, and they were there. Back here live, so Brandy Pierce is under arrest in Georgia. At some point, she'll be extradited back here to Wayne County to face these murder charges. She's being held on separate charges there. 3-year-old son apparently is okay. He is now in foster care here in people coming up to me, with me to take a look at it. Breathtaking how awful this is. There are gasps. How could this happen? How could this happen to a little boy? How can a mother allegedly do this to her 9-year-old son? Let's go to the video here and the new photos we have here. This is Brandy Pierce. People in the neighborhood know of her. Never saw her with any children, however.
What's going on there? You see her? She's buried. She's buried as well. It's like, the whole motherfucking crib and shit. Trees all over. You can see the shit.
Thank you all for coming. I want to start out this morning by introducing those standing to my far right, left, and your right, and who you are. Matthew